Good morning, experts. It is now time for our master class of the day. And to help us with that is not just anybody. He is an international trainer. He comes to us with over 40 years of experience. He's that six-figure ring earner and member of the ELC. This member of the ELC is which is Executive Leadership Council. He's also the first shareholder of the US of A. He's known as Everybody's Coach. We're talking about Mr. Erik Robinson. The ball is yours.
Hear me? Can y'all hear me? Let me know. Can y'all hear
you now.
Yes, we can.
Woo! Well, I'm zooming in today live from the Big D. That's Detroit. I am so fired up. I'm so wired up. I am so excited. Yes, I'm excited. And money, you had me thinking. See, money got me thinking. Don't y'all know money always be thinking? Money, you had me thinking. Have you ever felt like you're not doing enough? I do that all the time. And I was like, man, I had that feeling before. Have you ever felt like you're not doing enough? And then he said, if you got that feeling, that's because you love what you do. Woo! What? When you love what you do, you're not ever satisfied. Are y'all with me? And I love that. When you don't like what you're doing, you're like, I'm doing too much. Anybody be at work, man, they making me work. I'm doing too much. Heard that opposite, right? Man, somebody said, oh, you doing too much. He or she doing too much because you don't like what they doing. Come on, y'all. It's time to raise our game. Are y'all with me? Let's go. You know, Miss V, last night we had our powerful leadership meeting. Oh, man, Miss V set that thing on fire. Miss V, you don't understand. You had me fired up all day long. I had to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't go sleep about 2 o'clock. I'm like, I'm on fire. I wasn't even feeling that great. I'm like, yeah, I'm wired up. Today, I don't care. I'm fired up, jacked up. Are y'all catching me? The conference is like next to the next to the next to the next. So I'm gonna jump right on in. I need to feel some more energy from y'all. We got a packed house here tonight. I gotta ask y'all this question. I don't know if DJ on break, but I need to know. Team, how y'all feel?
Fired up.
What's up?
High income.
And who gets a green sheet?
Everybody gets a green sheet.
Get your green sheets. Everybody gets a green sheet. Get your green sheets. Everybody gets a green sheet. Get your green sheets. Everybody gets a green sheet. Get your green sheets. Everybody gets a green sheet.
Woo!
Hey Eric, want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
You know when I made a joke about when the song come on, you always do this thing with your mouth, right? Now it looked like you was trying to purposely not do the thing with your mouth.
And I purposely went double time too. I was like, yeah, you say you going slow, I'm going fast. Like, yeah, I'm going fast, I'm over here sweating. Whew. I'm like, man, just because you said that yesterday, I had to go extra fast. But we're gonna jump right in because we got to the end. I only got a few minutes to give you all this right here. We're talking about, let me pull it up here and get my notes right. I just had it right there. Y'all got me all excited. Oh my goodness. Hold on.
Eric, before you get started, what was the acronym for macho?
Married.
Age appropriate.
Age appropriate. Come on.
Children.
See, children. Got children.
I was
homeowners.
Thank you.
Homeowners.
And with occupation.
With occupation, right?
Thank you.
That's what the macho is. Those are the people you should be looking for. You should be looking for your macho group. Are y'all with me? Not the nacho group. Right? Some of y'all be looking for the nachos. The nachos pulls up in a Mercedes. The nachos pulls up on a skateboard. Yes, 7-Eleven, somebody pulls up on a skateboard like, hey man, you want to trade that skateboard for a bike? I'm gonna show you how to get a car. And then the person with the nice fancy car, you're like, oh man, they good. Right? We can't do that. That's not gonna grow your business. So 10 myths. These are 10 myths that keep entrepreneurs broke or stuck. 10 myths that keep entrepreneurs broke or stuck. Now, you got to watch the previous replays to catch some of the other ones. I'm going to give you a retrack. Number one, if you build it, they will come. That's a lie. If you build it, you just built it. You better market your business for them to come. Are y'all with me? We debunked that one. Number two is the myth of overnight success. Nah, it don't happen overnight. It happens over several nights, but nothing happens overnight. Are y'all with me? You can't birth a baby overnight. It's a 9-month process. They don't start walking overnight. Now, one day you look up and the baby's crawling. You're like, oh, the baby just started crawling. No, your baby is 10 months old. It's been 10 months since your baby ain't been crawling. Are y'all with me? But you just remember that one day it start crawling and then the baby start walking. It's not overnight, y'all. Number three is hustle without a system. That equals burnout. Just because you're working hard. You know, I'm coming to y'all I'm in this hotel, right? I'm in Detroit. I come to my spot when I come to Detroit once a month. And the hardest working people, if you haven't been to a hotel, who's typically the hardest working people in a hotel, y'all?
The ones that clean the room.
Housekeeping.
The housekeeping, right? They the hardest working group. But guess what? Just because you work hard, are they the most paid group?
Nope.
Nope. Lowest paid.
Lowest.
Y'all don't think hard work equals money. It doesn't equal success. You got to have a system. This hotel I'm at, they got a system. It's similar to no matter which hotel you go to, it's the same thing. Little small tweaks here and there, but it's a system. Are y'all with me? And that's why they can bring in another manager, another supervisor, another housekeeping staff, and they train them up on the system. Are y'all catching that? It's not the hard work. Yes, you got to work hard, but the system. Number 4, we're going to go into this. This is big. Ooh, I wish Dr. Meri was here to listen to this one because we was talking about this today. Number 4, I'm not a salesperson. Has anybody ever felt that I'm not a salesperson?
No, but I get that a lot when I'm talking to people.
Yeah, sometimes you get it. And I'm going to tell you, this is a text message I sent to Dr. Meri today while I was on the plane. And we was talking about business. I said, you know, and I wasn't even thinking about this training. I said this. I said, hold on. I said, for the next 6 months, we need to be intentionally and focused on helping our team make money. Selling is application counts. For the next 6 months, when we talk about selling, we're talking about application counts. And she was like, but you know, when you're recruiting, you got to sell them. I said, no, listen. Sales for us is when they make an application and put an MBT in. I get it. You recruiting somebody. I get it. You got to sell them. Man, guess what? I got to sell somebody sometimes. Oh, you're hungry. What do you want, dear? You want McDonald's? I don't eat McDonald's. You want Chick-fil-A? I don't eat Chick-fil-A. I got to sell you on what you want for dinner. But that's not going to put money in my pocket. The only thing that's going to put money in your pocket is the MBT, selling the application, right? Whether it's annuity, a life app. Are y'all catching me? Let's be clear on what sales is, and let's be clear, you got to sell to make money. And if you don't be the one to sell to make money, you got to have a team of people. Somebody's got to be selling. Are y'all catching that? So for the next 6 months, when I'm talking about selling to y'all, I'm talking about putting in an application. Go help a family. Go change somebody's life. You know, I'm thinking about, somebody was talking about, Ms. V was talking about a cancer patient. I'm sitting here thinking about one of my team members, her sister introduced me to her. And I've been talking to her sister, met her online. We became good friends. She retired from the military and she just found out that she had cancer. And I'm like, I never sold her a policy. If I had sold her a policy, she could access the living benefits of it. Because I know the military didn't give her that. And she retired from the military and got a private job. And she's like, yeah, my boss is being nice as I'm going through my treatments and stuff. But what about if she didn't have to worry about that? If she could have had another $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 cash check right then. Would that have made a difference in her life? Absolutely. Because she's like, my bills, my rent don't stop just because I got sick. But that was on me. Erik, why didn't you get a green sheet on her? I don't know. See, I need y'all to stop being afraid to be a salesperson. I'm not a salesperson. I can tell because your bank account says you're not a salesperson. Woo! Let me step on some toes. You want to bet? This is life insurance. I just went through a process with y'all. If you ain't making money because you ain't a salesperson, period. Call it what you want to call it. Don't call it your team or my this, my that. Ladies and gentlemen, you can go out there and help a client and you can get a check the following week, 2 weeks. Well, I don't know where nobody's at. Man, there's people all around you. You ain't saying nothing to them. You want to make more money? Become a better salesperson. See, most of y'all are selling some of your limitations. And the only person that's buying it is you, because I ain't buying nobody's limitations no more. Because when you buy their limitations, you buy their lifestyle. And most of the people who are selling me their lifestyle ain't what I want. Are y'all catching me? I've never seen nobody pull up in a Lamborghini truck talking about, yeah, man, I ain't trying to make no money. I want to be broke. But you're driving a Lambo truck. I like the Lamborghini truck. Erik, I don't need all that. Okay, that's good for you. Because I've never heard a rich person go, I don't need all that. I don't really need that. That's a limited mindset. See, when you start thinking you don't need that, the reason why you're thinking that, one, because you ain't got it, you ain't haven't had a chance to get it. You didn't grow up with it. Two, you think if I get rich, then it's going to stop somebody else from getting rich. It's going to hurt the poor people. I just had a conversation with Dr. Meri. I said, no, it doesn't. I got on a plane today, and there's people sitting in first class. It did not stop me from sitting in the class behind first class. And it didn't stop the people from sitting behind the class behind then. And people say, well, we all got to the same destination the same way. Yeah, but they woke up, they got to see a little bit better. Feeling a little bit more ease. The people in the back are all cranky, trying to run people over. The people in the front is like, no problem. They just sitting back relaxing. Why? And it did not take away from them. Them sitting in first class had nothing to do with the people sitting in the back and coach. Are y'all with me? They just had a better experience. Why not you? How do you do it? Become a better salesperson. Stop saying, I'm not selling, I'm not selling. Great salespeople make their customers feel like they're buying, not being sold. I'm going to say that again. A really good salesperson will make their clients feel like they are buying something, not selling them something. You just got to get good at selling. So that's a myth. I'm not a salesperson. That'll kill your business. Remember, I said, these are things that keep business owners and entrepreneurs broke. I'm not a salesperson will make you broke quicker than anything else that you can think of.
Can you repeat that part again? Great salesperson, what?
A great salesperson makes their clients feel like they're buying, not being sold. See, a great salesperson makes you feel like you're buying something. You go on Amazon, I always hear people say this. I've never heard somebody, maybe they say, I haven't heard this. I've never heard somebody say, I went on Amazon and got sold these shoes. I went on Amazon and I went on Temu and got sold this cleaner that's going to fix my thing, whatever, right? Temu says, come on here and do what? What's their slogan?
Ooh.
Shop like a billionaire.
Yeah, that's right.
They're selling products, y'all. But they make the clients feel like you're doing what? I'm buying. Because they say, come shop like a billionaire while they sell you some products you probably ain't going to ever use. Amazon sells things. People are like, yeah, I bought this off of Amazon. And you're proud to say what you bought off of Amazon. You got sold. But Amazon is so good at it, they make you feel like you bought it. Y'all picking what I'm putting down? Jeff Bezos is a multi-billionaire, one of the richest men on this planet. And how many of y'all have ever shopped on Amazon? Let's just be honest. Anybody ever purchased something on Amazon before?
Yesterday.
Yes, indeed. Yesterday.
So he's a billionaire, and yet y'all are shopping on his thing, and y'all ain't going, well, Jeff Bezos sold me something. You're like, I wouldn't bought this on Amazon. A great salesperson makes their clients feel like they bought something, not that they were sold. And some people argue, everybody, oh, you understand? I bought. You ain't built the website, right? You got sold the products. You only bought what they listed available for you to purchase. Let that sink in. You didn't manufacture a dang on thing on Amazon. You only bought what was listed available for you to purchase. But because they listed a whole bunch of items up there, you selected what you felt you want. You felt like you bought it. That's what the green sheet does, y'all. The green sheet gives people a menu, so when they select which option they want, they feel like they purchased insurance, not that you sold them insurance. The problem is most of y'all business owners are afraid to be in salespeople. The people can't even buy from. Talk to them to allow them to purchase. See, I've been business coaching for over 15 years to entrepreneurs. I used to teach in my church for like 8 years, teaching entrepreneurs, people who already been in business. And I'm like, how many of y'all like sales? They're like, oh, I like sales. What do you got? I just bake cakes. I write books. I do this. I do this. They say what they do. I'm just a barber. No, you selling haircuts. I don't sell haircuts, Erica. People come in here. Stop it. I remember this one gentleman had me come in and talk to his barbers, and he said, Eric, you changed my mindset. This guy went in and opened up 4 other stores. He's now running for public office. He's been in barber for 20 years. He said, Eric, you just changed my whole paradigm because I never saw myself as a salesperson. He said, he paid me, come teach my sales staff. Now he's opened up multiple barbershops throughout the state, throughout PG County, actually multiple counties. He said, Eric, you changed my paradigm. I got to stop acting like I'm not a salesperson just because they're buying. Just because somebody buys from you does not mean you're not selling it to them. A great salesperson makes you feel like you purchased. Are y'all catching me? Yes or yes?
Yes.
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 Oh, yeah.
Here's another one. Working alone is too long. That's a myth. Trying to do it by yourself. Number one, trying to do it by yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't do it by yourself. Somebody say you want to go fast, then go by yourself. You want to go far, then go with a team. See, trying to do it yourself. Don't talk to my team. And then when they recruit, it's funny how people say, my. It's a collective effort. Are y'all with me? Stop trying to do it alone. Let somebody come coach your people.
Yep.
Go. I know some folks just don't like, here we go. Has anybody ever heard this? Women, I'm coming at you. I'm coming at y'all women. Yep, got you. Have you ever heard women say, I don't hang with other women. I don't mess with other women because they too catty?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Y'all say that. I don't mess with other women. See, your mindset is like, I don't deal with women. Jock, what's the majority of your team made out of?
Women, probably 94%.
94% women. Y'all don't understand. The fastest growing business sector are women in business. But most women have a mindset, I don't deal with women. And you can tell, I can tell when I see another female with another female, I can tell your spirit is so, they bring no drama. Stop it.
Yep.
You got to release and be welcoming. I heard the gentleman say one time, he said, man, someone's like, you built this business, you're making almost $2 million a year in this industry. He said, how do you have different things? He's Hispanic. He said, he said, how do you attract so many different people? You got a group over here and a group over there and separating? He said, no, man. I just make myself more attractable to more people.
That's good.
He said, I only separate my groups when there's a language. So I got a team who only speaks Spanish. It doesn't make sense that they don't understand English to sit them in the English meeting. But otherwise, I don't care if it's black, white, Indian, whoever, Native American, it doesn't matter. We all melt together. He said, I had to make myself more attractable to more people. See, some of y'all women are so repelling the #1 fastest growing segment. You don't want to repel women because y'all looking at who she think she is. What is this? And y'all get so catty. Trust me, some of my biggest problems and issues come from women with other women. What? I'm like, y'all, man, let it go. Nah, you want to hold on. I'm trying to tell y'all what's keeping y'all broke, what's keeping you stuck.
That's good.
Are you attractive for other people? I don't know. You can't get there by yourself. Here's number 6, chasing everything and mastering nothing. Chasing everything. Charlotte, I'm coming to you. Chasing everything and not mastering nothing. Number 6. Some of y'all got it. I do this and I do this and I do this and I do this and I do this, and we ain't to master anything. People want to spend their money with somebody who they think they need to spend their money with. Think about it. If I am going to buy a car, I'm gonna buy my car typically from a car dealer. Maybe you can buy from the Johnny. You find one from a for sale by owner, but for the most part, if you spend a lot of money, you want to spend a lot of money with. If I'm gonna spend a Highline car, I'm probably not gonna buy from Billy Bob down the street unless I know Billy Bob, right? Or unless it's an older model car. I'm not buying a 2004 24 Mercedes truck for $100,000 from somebody I don't know. Why? Because it doesn't come with a warranty, don't come nothing behind it. Are y'all with me? I want somebody I know that can stand behind me spending my money. So when somebody comes to you as an insurance agent, they're spending their hard-earned money. I don't care if it's $50 a month or $500 a month. They need to know that this is what you do. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's a couple of things. I tell this to my son all the time, Coach Zay. When it comes to money, there's a few things that people need somebody to specialize in. Health and money are probably the 2 most things that somebody specializes in. Health and money. Let me ask you this question. Do you want to go to a doctor who plays golf, or do you want to go to a golfer who plays doctor? When you're sick and your life is dependent on it, which one you want to go to? A doctor that plays golf or a golfer that plays doctor?
First one.
Doctor that plays golf.
Doctor that plays golf.
Think about that. But what if they play golf the same amount of time? You still want to go to somebody, hey, he's a doctor. You just happen to play golf. See, some of y'all play so many different things, and then you wonder why nobody wants to come. See, when it comes to your money and their life, this is life insurance. Nobody's buying this expecting to die next week. Most people, majority of your customers who purchase, let me just tell you, majority of them do not expect to need this in the next week or year. The ones who do are probably coming with that hard to find insurance, and they're probably uninsurable, right? I'm diagnosed already. Now they need it, right? And they can't get it. You got to find some guarantee issue. Y'all with me? Majority of people aren't expecting this. So they think I got to be around for a while. So who do they want to purchase from? Somebody that's going to be around for a while. Are y'all catching that? See? Get your hair done. Ladies and gentlemen, can you go as women? Let me talk to the women again. And the guys, have you ever got your hair cut from somebody you know that does haircut on the side or does hair on the side? Have you ever got your hair done from somebody who does it on the side? You know they do a pretty good job. You go to the house, huh?
Yes.
Y'all do it all the time. You don't mind that your beautician does something else, but you know what? Hey girl, you gonna do my hair this weekend? You got my braid? Yeah, bam, they take care of you. But when it comes to your money, you don't want somebody who does money on the side. Even if they got a full-time career, I need to know that this is what you do. When you sit with me, I need to know that this is what you do. I don't care if you do that other thing as a hobby. Even your job better be like a hobby. In my mind, your full-time job needs to be like a hobby. Stop leading with your job. What do? Oh, yeah, I'm a barber, but I sell some insurance. Let me know when you want some life insurance. Okay. Y'all tell me how that works out. See, I see my numbers. I see who's making sales. Who's actually making sales? It's the person who sells life insurance, who sells insurance. They the ones making sales. Everybody else is talking. Remember I told y'all the other day, well, I told my leaders, your ego don't need any proof. You don't have to have any what's the word I'm trying to say? Success. You can talk, yeah, I do this, I do this. That's your ego talking, right? But when you can be arrogant and confident, you got some results. That's the word. Your ego doesn't need results. Yeah, I do this and I do that and I do that. And you look at the results, it ain't no results behind it. And that's the ego. Somebody who's confident or arrogant, if they got some results, you can't deny the results. The fact they're making sales. And I'm telling you, the people who are making sales are the people who this is what they do. Why? Because the clients want to buy from somebody. When it comes to money and health, they want somebody they can trust with their money because they had to work hard for that money. That's why we go to banks. Are y'all with me? That's why some people want that physical office. They're like, Eric, I had an office. It don't seem real if it's online. But now the society is starting to do online banking. Over the last 5 to 10 years, online banking, definitely since COVID, it really made just the whole world went to online banking. Are y'all with me? Before that, there was still some people who don't do online banking. I don't trust that banking. Anybody heard that? Y'all remember that was a thing for a while, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust the online banking for some of the older folks. The younger generation, that's all they knew. But now we at a wave. Troy, give me 5 extra minutes. I'm gonna wrap this up. We're at a stage, ladies and gentlemen, in financial services where online is becoming acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
You best believe that when they look at your profile, they don't need to see a whole bunch of other stuff because it's gonna be hard for them to trust you with their money. I'm just telling y'all the facts. You ain't gotta believe it. Show me the results. Somebody's making a lot of sales and you doing a whole bunch of other different things. Typically, it doesn't work. It just typically doesn't work. Unless you're really good. We got a few people who are really good, but most people ain't that good at sales. Number 7, here's the thing, not understanding the numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to know your numbers. This is a people business, but it's a numbers game. Stop saying I'm not good with numbers. I hear so many people say, I'm not good with numbers. You got a daggone calculator on your phone. You just push the button. It's only 0 through 9 that you really got to do. We don't have complicated math over here. There's nothing complicated. 2 plus 2 equals 4.
Keep going, Eric. Ignore that
Right?
timer.
2 plus 2 equals 4. We don't have complicated math over here. You don't have to figure any hard solutions. John, how much can you pay a month? $50. On our green sheet, it adds it up for you. 50 times 12 is what? Just do it. 50 times 1, 2 is equal 600. Are y'all catching me? Stop acting like you don't know the numbers. Know your numbers, though. How many people do you talk to a day? I don't know, a lot. Let me let y'all in a little secret. Couple of things see, I have a finance degree and finance background. Some of y'all don't know that. Doesn't matter. Now, I've always been pretty decent with numbers, but let me let y'all in a little secret. These words are not numbers on the numerical table. Y'all ready? You won't find this on any numerical table in any language. A lot. It's not on a numerical table. Many. Are y'all catching me? Some. A few. They're not on the numerical table. They are not numbers. A little. Oh, how much do you want to make? Just a little. That's not a number. It's an adjective. It can describe a number, but it's not a number. Run your business on a number. How many calls you make? I only made a little bit of calls today. What's that? How many is a little bit? I don't know. Look at your phone and learn the numbers. How many people on your team? How much money have you made? Look at your thing and learn the numbers. How many sales did you make? No, It's a number. How many sales did you make this week? 0. 0 is a number, not none. 0. I want y'all to get in the habit. When somebody say, how many sales, how many recruits did you recruit this week? None. No, 0. Use numbers. Are y'all with me? We're in the number business. Use numbers. 0 is a number. None is not a number. I'm trying to help y'all out how you're going to start to grow your business. Your business owners, y'all. Number 8, thinking motivation is enough. Motivation is not enough. You got to be disciplined. Motivation gets you started. The discipline keeps you going. And the obsession is what grows your business. I like that. Somebody said, you got to, obsession is, what did we say? What was the saying? Obsession is when you can't stop. So you got to be so obsessed with your business that you can't stop. Like, I can't stop. I'm obsessed. Erik, I don't want to be obsessed with that. Some of y'all are obsessed with being broke because you're not obsessed with getting rich, then you probably obsessed with being broke. I'm just telling you, no, you can't, you can't think money. No, I'm thinking I want to go help people. I'm obsessed with helping people. See, the solutions. Most people are looking for ways to make money without having to get another job. I know that's the problem. My solution, we teach people how to make money using our special 4-step system without having to get another job. I'm obsessed with my solution, and I'm obsessed with other people's problems. See, some of y'all so obsessed with your own problem, but you don't call it that. I can't sell. I don't know nobody. I'm in this. Every reason why you can't win. Stop becoming obsessed with what's going on in your life and really tune into other people's life. Are y'all with me? Motivation is not enough. Number 9, real quick. Underestimating your mindset, how you think. What do y'all listen to on a regular basis? Most people fail because they get off here and they start listening to music that make them feel good. And then you ever listen to the words? You know, one of my songs I used to always sing, me and Mrs. Jones. Never knew the words. I knew the word, but never paid attention to the words. And one day my wife was like, why you keep singing that song all the time? I'm like, what's bad about that? You know, I grew up they used to always sing that in the showers when I was playing high school football in the locker room. That was the song we would sing, but I never really paid attention to the words. He said it's a song about him cheating on the other man's wife. I'm like, oh shit, sucks. Excuse my language. I'm like, dang, I never knew. Till probably about 5 or 10 years ago. She's like, I'm just tired of you walking around singing a cheating song. What are you trying to say? Nothing. Are y'all catching me? See, you got to be careful of what you're planting in your mind, your mindset. Are y'all with me? Start listening to some of the people. I'm going to give y'all a couple of people you can listen to. I like Myron Golden. Now, I know I'm promoting these people on the call. I like Myron Golden. He's right now pushing the entrepreneurship, right? Another gentleman, Grant Cardone is always talking about sales. Now, he's going to try to sell you something. But you listen, he's talking about sales. Jock turned me on a long time ago, this guy, Gary V. Jock, you know, I still had that MP3 player you gave me with Gary V's book when he first started out.
Oh, what, Crush It?
Crush It, yes. Still got it in my drawer. I'm supposed to get back to, so I need to get back to just so I can return that. I ain't going to very thing still in my drawer. But Crush It. Gary V, right? And there's a couple of good things. E.T., Eric Thomas. So what do you listen to? Who you listen to try to grow your business? Another guy, this now new guy I've been turned to, Visu, V-I-S-U. I can't pronounce the last name. It's South African brother. Man, that guy be crushing it. So V-I-S-U. Look him up on YouTube. He's talking business. And a lot of the stuff I see on YouTube is like older, like 5, 6 years old. And this guy's like talking about building your business and crushing it. So, and lastly, number 9. Here's a mistake most entrepreneurs make. Number 10, thank you, Tawana, is not building your personal brand. Ladies and gentlemen, your brand is important. What is your personal brand? You got to have a personal brand, not the company, not Xperia or whatever company you represent, not the insurance agents. What's your personal brand? You know, I remember Uncle Jock said he changed his name to Uncle Jock a year ago. Right? He changed his name to Uncle Jock a year ago. And he said, when you Google Jock Vaughn before, it was like a basketball player, a whole bunch of other people's stuff. But when he became Uncle Jock, in just 1 year, when you Google Uncle Jock Vaughn comes up now. What's your personal brand? Are you searchable? Are you Googleable? Right? What's your personal brand? That's a mistake entrepreneurs make. People are buying your brand, not just the opportunity, because I can find opportunity anywhere. Should I follow you? But when your brand is diluted, I'm telling y'all, I've seen people's money go up. I've seen people's money go down because the brand gets diluted. Because they start to go up, they start to branch off too soon. Remember, we're in the money business. Health and money are two things that people want a specialist for. Then other things like around your house, I'm going to close with this. When you go to your house, what do you want a specialist for? You're a homeowner. What do you want definitely a specialist to do, work on your house?
Electrical and plumbing.
Electrical and plumbing are the two main things. If you can get a handyman to fix the door, to anybody can cut your grass and different things, right? Hang some drywall. But when it comes to electrical and plumbing, most people want a plumber or an electrician, period. I got a guy I know he can do this. He can put the TV set up. Okay, cool. But when you want some real electrical work, you want an electrician and a plumber. When people want their money, they want to come to somebody who's a licensed agent. When you get your license, y'all, you are now certified by the state that you know this business, that you are in the financial services game. Be that, because you are that. With that being said, turn it back over to you, Mr. Troy Gandy.
All right. Good Lordy. Again, experts, you just got served a master class by one of the best in the business. Proven for sure. So let's give an amazing round of applause for everybody's coach, Erik Robinson.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
I know you have gotten something from that today for sure. Well, that brings us to the Annie Willie Inspired Recap Relay. So this is where we get to reflect in 1 minute or less. 1 minute or less. I'm gonna fix the clock right now. 1 minute or less. The most inspirational nugget from today's masterclass, and then I will be passing the baton to the next business runner. And I see the hand up, ready to go. She is in the blocks, and we're going to give it now to Dr. Teresa O'Day.
Yes, thank you, Erik. Oh, always. Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so much. So there's a lot of strength in numbers. And when, Erik, specifically, you mentioned women, when we stand together, ladies, if you hear me, we can change our world and the world of others too. So we got to stick together, appreciate our differences, and see common grounds on working together, especially when it comes to our business. That's my greatest takeaway. We have to build our brand. So when they Google us, they see who we really desire to be seen as. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Teresa O'Day, for bringing it into the zone. And everybody else is moving slow, but no. We ain't gonna leave right here, right now, because we see the lady with the DR in front. Come on and give it to us. I see the hand go up. Let's go.
What's up, everybody? Hope all is truly well. This your girl over here, Ramunda with the DR in front. Come by way of what? The thing about what Erik is always saying is about how we're supposed to inspire and motivate each other as team, as family. How many of us, like he said about branding, how many of us really is, 37, 47 people here? We all have a social media page. I think we all should be connected to each other's pages, because that brings value to our pages as well. That brings information that we are working as a team, not individuals. So I think that one of the things I learned is he talked about is I'm still going through my process. Keep praying for me. Lord have mercy, but all is well at the end of the day. But I think that we should be all tagging on each other's page, because that shows volume and support, because we all in this together. I'm going to catch up with y'all, but I'm still listening and praying. Keep praying for me.
Oh, we will. We will. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my sister, with the DR in front. Always bringing some fire and bringing it into the zone. And we're going to pass it on now to the man called Money to keep that cash flow going. Get it?
I want to throw this in a different direction. Me and you read about this before. Do you need to, do the person that you're selling to, do they need to like you when you sell to them? Because the people that selling you selling stuff to, sometimes they don't even have to even like you. The main thing they gotta love is your product, your service, and the build that you've done and what you do. I learned that in training when I was selling cars. Nice. Always ask me, hey, I'll say, what you trying to do? Meet a date? You trying to meet a best friend right now? All you trying to do is sell their products. The best thing you can do to them is being honest with them, knowing what you're doing, know what you're doing, and setting your and treating your client the best it ever be.
All right, all right. Thank you, sir, for bringing it into the home. You did it, Money. With a good nugget as always, my good man. And with that being said, the hand is out, the hand is outstretched, and we're going to put it in it. And that is none other than the lady called Jammin' Jen. Come on, Jenny.
Good morning. Good morning,
Morning,
guys.
get
How is
moving.
everybody today? I have made it to Chicago. Yes, I was late. As soon as I got back into Wi-Fi reach, I jumped on the call. But I am here. My takeaway from today is how Erik says we're in the financial industry. We need to know our numbers. Some of us tend to stay busy during the day, but there's a difference between productive and busy. So being on the phone talking to friends all day is one thing, but are you talking to them about your business, or are you just talking about bullshit, guys? I mean, come on, let's be real. Sorry for the mouth, but we know how my disclaimer is. But that's where I sit with that, is know your numbers. If you're on the phone with 5 or 6 people a day, but you're not talking to 5 or 6 people a day about your business, then you're not working. You're just staying busy. So know your numbers, guys. Come on, let's know your numbers.
Let's be intentional about the conversation. Look for the end. Look for the end. And now we're going to pass that baton to none other than the lady with the outstretched hand, the silver locks of success, the storyteller. We talking about Mrs. Tawana Chisley. Rock and roll with it.
I just had I was listening to Money, and I needed him to elaborate a little bit more. So instead of you saying to focus on the product, sell the product and not sell yourself. Could you elaborate a little bit more?
And what about what I was saying too? When you selling, if you really know your product and what you're doing in the spaces for you move the thing, people can't pull you off your square. Remember you say saying, I'm on my square. If you're confident in what you're doing and you solid and you know your business and you work, you can't pull it off your square. Because sometimes you can have people, they just naturally bad tension. They're just bad people. Their behavior is bad. Their attitude is bad. That's why I say you really don't gotta like them. All you gotta do is some of the product that they're trying to buy. That's the one thing that me and Erik used to always talk about. Some of the things that they're looking for. This is what they want. Okay, I want. They don't want this Accord right here. Okay, they don't want to do a Accord. Okay, they want a four-wheel Accord. Okay, they don't want it. Okay, so the first question I'm asking is, what are you hoping to accomplish today? Because it's always different steps. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you think I'm ugly. I don't care. None of that stuff. My main thing is making sure that I took care of my product. I took care of my client. And ain't nothing personal. It's business. It's business. It's nothing personal. If you call me a rat bastard, I don't care. I don't care. How are you taking care? How did you agree at the end when you sign your documents? Here you go. I'm gonna bring you your documents for.
Okay. Erik, can we have like
All
a
right, all right.
coaching call on just that subject one day as to how to
Absolutely. You know what, Tawana? Because I'm in a great time, great season. After this call, I'm gonna do a bonus 5-minute wrap up after this call for those who want to stick around. Cool.
Okay. All right.
There you
That was
go.
also, I mean, the limited mindset is that where
Well,
I
I'm
was.
gonna do a 5-minute sales wrap up after this call. And
Okay,
we'll
so I was just gonna
become
say I
labor.
had to ask money, but also when you were talking about the limited mindset, I was one of those people like I'm good, I don't need that. But now I'm like, no, the sky's the limit. So once you start to flip that, everything starts to move for you. So that's it.
Understand the benefits of the two flagship products. That index strategy. Better save, grow, and protect. That'll knock out any negative stuff that usually comes your way. Man, but that being said, that hand is out, and we're gonna give it on now to put the baton in the hand of Miss Donnay. Go with it.
Hey family, how y'all doing? So mine's was the mindset and trying to do it alone. And that's one of the things that I struggle with, asking other people, to come on board or whatever the case may be. I try to do it all by myself, and trying to do it by yourself and not delegating is it slows up the process. So I am now learning to be able to ask people to bring people aboard, so the pressure won't be on me, all on me. So that's what I took out of it.
Awesome, awesome. If I would you, always does good too. And three-way calls, and makes folks know that it's bigger than just you. So, Miss Mylan, the baton is yours.
Good morning, everyone. Just really quick, one of the things I want to piggyback on is on the sales process. I recently took a course, which I really recommend, on NEPQ. It's basically like questions that you ask during the sales process, neural questions that you ask during the sales process. And I think that's so important that we ask the right questions and just not try to sound like a salesperson. Basically, you have to build a rapport with the person and ask the questions that's gonna intrigue an emotional response. And I think that is a very important thing that we all should learn and really work on building that emotional connect with the person, because nobody wants to talk to a salesperson. That's the end of the day. We automatically build a wall, and that's one of the things that actually helps you um, bring down that wall is building that emotional connect. So thank everyone for this little all your little nuggets that are you guys are putting in. So thank you.
Right, all right. Thank you for bringing it into the zone. And now, Mr. David Johnson, it's time for you to get out of the zone.
Yeah, I got some quick points that I got. Those 10 myths just took away all your excuses. That right there, if you're listening, it took away every single excuse you had in your mind, first off. Second, recruiting is a sales process. You either selling or you're being sold. And know your numbers. I know my numbers. You got to know. But the only way you know your numbers is if you go out there and you take massive action. That's basically what he's saying. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much.
All right, awesome, awesome. He's talking about knowing them numbers. That's right. And thank you for bringing it into the zone. And now we're going to pass it on to the man called Mario. Pleasure meeting you out there, man, in Texas.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Good morning all. Well, my takeaway from this presentation, Mr. Robinson and all his knowledge. I've been in my my industry, my business, the one that I have, for 20 some years, and I feel very confident about what I sell, right? So when I walk into customer's house, or whatever place it is, it might be a commercial project, I feel very confident. But I did notice how I'm talking to people about life insurance and like their retirement plans and stuff like that, I feel a little insecure. And that's one of the things that I'm getting from here, from this presentation, that we do have to have a little bit more, we need to be more confident about ourselves, because like he says, we are a professionals in this industry. And sometimes we'll walk in front, like we stand in front of people, and if we don't feel sure about what we're going to talk about, they ain't going to buy from us. So we need to walk in there a little bit more confident, and knowing that we're going to help them to secure their future.
That's it.
Yeah.
Run, don't walk.
Yeah, right.
Run and don't walk. All right. With that being said, we're going to put it in the baton in the hand of the man called Mr. Andre West. He's already ran from the west to the south.
Here we go, everybody. Look, that was amazing. Erik, I love the training this morning. I like some of the points that stood out for me. I'm not a salesman. And you hit me in the face, stepped on my toes, and reinforced something my wife said. I can tell you don't think you're a salesman, because your bank account shows it. You're selling me your limitations, and I ain't buying. A great salesperson makes you feel like you're buying something and not being sold. Trying to do it alone, knowing your numbers is super important as well. I loved all the training. Thanks so much. Good work.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah. If you're not that confident with what you got going on, you can easily get past that if you master the question, if I would you. So that if I would you, it simply puts the ball back in the court of whomever you're talking to. If I can give you or show you a solution to your problem, it's your problem, not mine. Would you give me the time to show you what's up? Okay? If I would you, if I can show you a solution to your problem. So listen, just keep your eyes open. If you talk to somebody long enough, you will hear somebody gonna complain about something. I got that from a billionaire that said he built businesses beyond measure for over 40 years. He said, and that one thing was consistent. He said it took him 40 years to realize that every time he built a team and lost a team and built a team and lost a team, hundreds and thousands of people, he said it was all, he said, take him out of the equation. It's all about them, and it's going to save you a lot of time too in your business, because you're not out there to waste time. You need to act and move like the coffee lady. Pour that tea and get that tip and keep it moving before the folks get up and leave the table. All right? Peace be with you. And let me say, whoa. Hey. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Because now is the time to let you know it's time to finish it up right. And the race is not over. So get ready. Till now, we're going to get this lady to bring us across the finish line in perfect fashion. She is our human AI, the anchor leg like no other. She is the one that is our international recap specialist, and that is the lady that captures it all, none other than Miss Rita.
Thank you, Troy. Thank you. All right. The power of one more. Be consistent. Say what you are going to do and do it. We have great coaches. We should be talking to them every day. If someone is calling you, they are building their business. If you are calling them, you are building your business. Appreciate the village. When we come to our morning calls, it feeds our soul and prepares us for the challenges we may face. Congratulations, Gaji, on getting that table for the Juneteenth event. Do you ever get the feeling you are behind? You never get everything done? That's not a bad thing. It keeps you motivated, and this also happens when you fall in love with what you are doing. Continue to follow the journey. Don't be an undercover agent. Get out in the streets. Continue to put in the work, even when you think no one is watching. It's time to raise our game. When seeking customers, look for the macho group, not the nacho group. That's married, age appropriate, children, homeowners, and occupation. 10 myths that keep most entrepreneurs broke or stuck. Myth number one, if you build it, they will come. Not true. You have to market. Myth number two, you can be an overnight success. Not an overnight success. It takes over several nights to be successful. Number three, hustle without systems. Hustle without systems equal burnout. Hard work does not equal success. Number four, I am not a salesperson. The next 6 months, we need to be intentionally and focused on helping our team make money. The only thing that puts money in our pocket is an NBT or application. You have to sell to make money, or you have to have a team that's selling. Stop being afraid of being a salesperson. If you want to make more money, go sell. Become a better salesperson. Don't buy people's limitations and don't have a limited mindset. A great salesperson makes their clients feel like they are buying something instead of being sold. Myth number five, working alone, trying to do it by yourself. If you want to go fast, go by yourself. If you want to go far, do it with a team. Women have problems with other women. Release it and be welcoming. Make yourself more attractive to more people. Myth number six, chasing everything, mastering nothing. People want to spend their money with people they know this is what you do. Health and money are the two things we need people that specializes in those. Most customers that purchase do not expect to need life insurance in the next year. Who do they want to be purchased from? Someone who is going to be around. When it comes to money, you don't want anyone that does it on the side. Who is actually making sales? The person that sells life insurance. Your ego does not need any results. Myth number 7, not understanding the numbers. This is a people's business, but a numbers game. There is no complicated math over here. Stop acting like you don't know your numbers. The words a lot, many, some, a few, a little are not numbers. They are not on the numerical table. Run your business on real numbers. 0 is a number, not none. Myth number 8, thinking motivation is enough. Motivation gets you going. Discipline keeps you going. Obsession is when you can't stop. Be obsessed with other people's problems and your solutions to the problems. Myth number 9, understanding your mind, underestimating your mindset. How do you think? Who are you listening to? What are you listening to? Be careful what you listen to and who you listen to. Myth number 10, not building your personal brand. What is your personal brand? Are you searchable? People buy your brand. Should I follow you? Don't dilute your brand. When you are licensed, you are certified in your state to sell life insurance. Be that because you are that. That's it. That's all.
Good Lordy, good Lordy, good Lordy. Thank you, Miss Rita. So, everybody virtually come off mute and let's give a round of applause for this outstanding, well-deserved professional woman, Miss Rita.
Miss Rita.
Indeed, indeed.
Real quick, Eric, Troy, and Rita, check the text joint when y'all get a chance.
Gotcha. And before I turn it back over to the man they call Everybody's Coach. Let's give a huge virtual round of applause once again for ourselves, each and every one of you, for coming out on the call this morning. And now that you know exactly how, let me ask the question. What's next?
Drill it till you kill it.
Drill it till you kill
Drill
it.
it till you kill it. All right. And I now turn it back over to Everybody's Coach, Erik Robinson.
Woo, thank you, Troy. And Miss Rita, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I feel like Dr. Teresa. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Miss Rita, oh my goodness. I'm cash apping. That's all I gotta say. I'm telling you, you did your thing, lady. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, the producers are, y'all got the things. See y'all Monday. If you stick around after the show's over, officially music, I'm gonna take 5 minutes to talk what you said, Tawana, to do a 5-minute sales thing, but after the song is over. So this call is officially over. For those who stick around, love y'all. We went overtime.
Once you get your
green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all
because we want to get rid of him.
Right. I list some instincts.
All right, so real quick, I'm going to hold on a second. We gotta do something real quick. We're gonna make a quick switch. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Troy, if you're still here, if you can put a timer on me, because I want to make sure I get in and out, because Tawana asked something. I want to make sure I do address that. Okay, you ready, Tawana?
Gotcha.
If not, you watch the replay if you ain't ready. So
I'm ready.
Talking about this in sales. People buy from people we know, like, and trust. Okay, that's typically who we buy from, people we know, like, and trust. Do I have to like you? No, but I gotta like doing the way you do business. I don't have to like you, I have to like your process. So remember that. We buy from people, I like their process. I like the experience. I like the feeling I get when I go in there. I don't have to like you, but I do, unless you got something I have to have, and it's an emergency situation. And typically those people, in terms of insurance, they're people who come in with guaranteed insurance because they're typically uninsurable, right? So unless it's an emergency situation, it's somebody that I like the way, the feeling you give me. So remember, know, like, and trust. How do I gain trust with you? Through your words. Do you feel confident? Right? How do you get confidence? You start to learn your product. So I wanted you to understand something. We talk about sales. So that's the piece. You know, think about Apple. Do they sell iPhones to people who do bad things? Or they only sell iPhones to good people?
To bad people too.
Any and everybody.
They make it a good experience for anybody. Whether you're coming in with a criminal mindset, you're coming in with a Christian mindset, it doesn't matter who you are, right? So that's what you got to understand. You want to grow big business, make yourself more likable to more people. Are y'all with me? So that's number one. How do you do that? Learn your products. Now, I'm talking about this. See, when we talk about sales, most folks are selling the product. And I learned this a long time in sales and product. We call it selling the product, but I'm gonna give y'all to understand it's selling the product. You don't sell the features. You have to sell the benefits.
Good.
Learn the features, sell the benefits. So here's a feature, life insurance, the tax code 7702. We talk about the products being maybe IUL, right? So one of the features is indexing. So what's the benefit of indexing? The benefit is when the market goes down, you don't take a loss. So the feature is the index strategy. That's a feature. The benefit is when the market goes down, you don't take a loss. Why is that important to you? So now once you sell the benefit, why is that important? You got to follow why is that benefit still important? See, most salespeople don't understand this. So remember, even though you give the benefit, you still have to find out why is that important to that individual. Every benefit does not have the same importance to each person. Are y'all with me? So if I'm young, I'm like, oh, you're talking about the market goes down. I don't mind market going up and down. So why is that beneficial for me, Mr. Young person, 30 years old? If I am 55 in my 50s, the benefit might be a little bit different. Hey, you know what, John, you don't have a lot of more working years. You plan on working for the next 30 years? No. Well, you don't want to take loss because you don't have a lot of time. When the market goes down, you don't have a lot of rebound time, right, John? Because you got to replace that income. So John, the benefit to him, same feature, might be different. It might be important to him than somebody who's a little bit younger. Are y'all with me? The younger person, that feature, when you say the compounding interest, because your kid is, we got them in an index strategy at 5 years old for the $1 million baby, the compounding interest, they got 30, 40 years of compounding theoretically. But a 50-year-old person doesn't have 30, 40 years. So that index strategy means a little bit different. Same feature with the indexing strategy. The benefit is when the market goes down, you don't take a loss, but the benefit to each person might be different, depends upon who they are. And that's when you start seeing the better salespeople. So I'm gonna start teaching more of that on our office hours, the sales strategies, okay? Ladies and gentlemen.
The only reason why I brought it up listening to Money is him saying that they don't have to like you. You just gotta sell it. But from personal experience, if I'm not coming to you being likable, you might not want to work with me. So I was just trying to.
I'm explaining to what he was saying. So we are all clear. But that's sales right there. Y'all with me? They gotta like the experience you get. They might not have to like you personally. Like you could be a woman. I don't like women, but you know what? If I can trust you, all right. I like the experience you give me. I might not like you personally. You might be astounded. I don't like you personally, but the experience you give me. Are y'all with me?
Those experiences.
The experience you give me, not you as a person, the experience you give me. Do I know, like, and trust? Do I know who you are? So how do I trust in you? Like, do you have some credibility behind it, right? By being a licensed agent, y'all got to understand that gas credibility. Are y'all with me? Some of y'all got to be proud. Y'all think, well, I just paid the test. No, that means something, because that means the state has gone through and said, hey, y'all, we went there and did the background check and did everything. That means something. See, some of y'all don't realize who you are. So you got to understand, then you backed by $1 billion companies, right? They have to get you appointed. So y'all appointed by $1 billion companies who also have been in the game for long. Sometimes y'all still like, well, I'm just, no, you better stick your chest up, hold your head out, chin up. Let's go. But if you don't know, now I got 2 more minutes, a couple of seconds. I want to share something with y'all what we sell. Here's the thing. There's 2 ways this product you can type of sell. You can sell a tangible product, or you can sell an intangible product. Tangible product be something like your phone, something you can touch. Intangible products are things that you can't touch, right? Now, when you got tangible products, there's another section of tangible products, which are consumables and non-consumables. So consumable would be like this candy, right? Which I shouldn't be eating. But I eat it and it's gone. Paper towel, toilet paper, you use it and it's gone. Paper products like paper plates, paper forks, you use them, they're gone. Silverware, on the other hand, you use it, you wash it, it's reusable. So you don't have to keep buying new silverware. You got to keep buying new paper products, consumables. Are y'all with me? And hopefully y'all not reusing toilet paper, right? So you keep buying toilet paper, okay? So those are consumable products. Now, those are tangible and consumable. Now you got tangible and consumable. And these are levels, I'm gonna tell you, of ease. Now you got consumable products that also have some addiction to it. Like coffee is a consumable product, it's tangible, has a level of addiction to it. Cigarettes has a level of addiction. It's a little easier to sell coffee because it's body has an addiction craving to that. Are y'all with me? That's why people who sell drugs, sometimes it's not like they're super salespeople. They got a tangible product that's consumable, so you got to come back, and it has a level of addiction. Are y'all with me? The body craves that. So now, What are we selling? We're not selling a tangible product. We're not selling a consumable product, right? Which means they got to come back for more. And our product doesn't have level addiction. Here's the thing. We're selling a non-tangible product that most people don't, that solves a problem for them that most people don't even know exists. The second thing is when you're talking about products, sometimes the product can give you an instant result, right? So if I'm selling something I can get an instant result from, I buy a cell phone, I can turn it on and use it right away. So I can get an instant result from that. Those are easier to sell products. My daughter asked, Eric, Dad, what's easy to sell? I was thinking my son. A tangible, consumable, addictable, and a quick results. Alcohol is a quick result product, right? It's easy to sell alcohol. Why? Because it's tangible, it's consumable, it has some addictive aspect, and it gives you a quick result. You drink it and you can be drunk in a couple minutes. Now we don't have none of those. We got a non-tangible product. With people don't even know they have the problem exists. So your first job as a salesperson is to help people recognize they have what?
No problem.
A problem. So some of y'all start going to sell. I'm selling you life insurance. That's what I do. You're selling something to a person who doesn't even know they got a problem first.
Wow.
So how can you offer a solution to somebody when they don't even know they got a problem? As a good salesperson, you got to expose to them that there is a problem. That's what a good salesperson does. So once you have a conversation and you start to expose that they have a problem, now they internally want to have that problem fixed. I didn't know I was a problem. It's kind of like, hey man, did you know your wife is cheating on you? Nah, I ain't know my wife is cheating on you. Now that I know she's cheating on me, hold on. Let's now that I know I have a problem, I need to fix that. Are y'all with me? I'm going to need to address it or whatever I'm going to do, but I didn't know she was cheating, so I was walking around happy. People are walking around happy, not even realize they got a financial problem because nobody really has told them. They know it, but they hide it. It's buried deep inside that they broke or they got money issue or they're not going to be retired. We know the statistics. So how do you softly, you can't say, you can't rip the Band-Aid off. You're broke. They ain't gonna come running to you. You got to softly take it off and expose the problem, y'all. And then you show them that you have the solution. Are y'all with me? You expose the problem, then you expose the solution to them. That's what good salespeople do. Hey, oh, I like the way your hair is. Oh, who does your hair? Because you look like, what do you put in your hair? Oh, okay. Oh, you use that product? Oh, wow. Why you say that? Why you say it like that? You use that product. What product you put on your hair? Oh, I use Johnson & Johnson. Oh, you use Johnson & Johnson? Yeah, why you say it like that? Because you didn't realize Johnson & Johnson strips out the moisture from your hair, especially with people with texture like that. It's not highly recommended. I've been using it for years. No, I'm sure it works good for you. But what would you recommend? You see that? I exposed the problem softly. Hey, John, let me ask you this question. When was the last time you had your life insurance policy reviewed? So somebody role play me real quick. We're gonna take 2 minutes. I want somebody to do role play with me.
Got you.
Who can Jamila, are you let me I'm not you, David. Let me see. I'm gonna pick somebody real quick. I'm gonna go Jamie Lee. Can you talk? Jamie Lee can't talk. Rosemary, can you talk? Brenton, can you talk?
I'll help you, Eric.
Who's that?
Victoria.
Victoria. So I'm trying to find somebody I don't know, but okay. I never even spoke to. All right, I talked to you before. Who has never spoke to me like really directly? I haven't spoke to you in person.
Go ahead, Eric. Can you hear me?
Who's that?
This is Brent.
Brent. Okay, I got Brent. 'Cause I never met Brent in person. So this is totally me and Brenton never met in person. Is that correct, Brenton?
That's right.
All right, cool. So Brenton, let me ask you this question, man. Just curious. When was the last time you had your agent reviewed your life insurance policy? Did your annual review?
Probably a few weeks ago.
Your agent came. Did your agent usually review your life insurance policy every year?
Well, I did it myself because I'm a new agent to this company, so I
Oh,
did the
okay.
review myself.
Oh, you did your own review.
Yes.
Okay. How long you been a licensed agent?
Well, just a little over 2 years. I was working with another company prior.
Okay. And did you buy your policy from your other company yourself too?
Yes.
You did yourself. Wow. You so your own agent. So, hey, so it's kind of hard to get a second. Have you ever had anybody else look at your policy for you? Make sure is what you currently need?
Yeah, we went over everything.
You went
Me
over
and
everything
Monique.
the last time? Just recently you went over everything, or that's what you just did?
We went over everything this time because I had a
Oh,
few issues or whatever. So yeah,
mhm. All right,
still in
cool,
the
cool,
process.
cool. All right, good. Check it. Let's pause right there. Now, when I asked Brenton that question, what was the last time he asked somebody to do an agent's policy review? Just that type of question right there. What does that assume?
That he has a policy?
That he has a policy, right?
That he has enough coverage.
That he has a policy, that he has an agent. Are y'all with me?
Mm-hmm.
See, those are questions you can ask somebody. Hey, just curious. When's the last time your agent did a policy review with you, right? When was the last time your life insurance agent did a policy review? And you ask a stranger, probably 80% of the time, what do you think y'all going to get?
What's a policy?
Oh, I don't have insurance.
I don't even got insurance. We already know 46% of the
I
population,
got it through my job.
half the population don't even have life insurance, y'all. Y'all got that. 46% of the population don't even have life insurance, right? So that means 1 out of 10 you walk up to, 5 out of 10 you walk up to are probably not even going to have life insurance as a number. Now you got a chance to say, hey, now if those who do have life insurance, how many of y'all, let's talk on this call, how many of y'all really can say I'm faithfully agents who've been in business for a couple of years? How many of y'all can say you faithfully review y'all every client's policy? Anybody not say I haven't? You see what I'm saying? So even if they got an agent, most agents aren't reviewing. So now I'm assuming in that one question, it's going to let me know you got a problem. What you mean life insurance policy? I don't got life insurance. You don't got, there's a new conversation. Oh, I do got life insurance. Oh, my agent's supposed to review it with me? Oh, that's a new conversation right there. I didn't know. My agent don't call me. I know my clients would crush me because they're like, Erik, you ain't did, are y'all with me? My point is this. I was just using that as an example. Thank you, Brenton. That you got to softly expose, are y'all hearing me? That there's a problem. And now you can now offer the solutions. So we're going to start doing more training on how to expose to people. That's what good salespeople do. They expose that you got a problem without the client, because the client don't know. Don't say, hey, y'all sell life insurance. Okay, do I need life insurance? Maybe you should. You could. But I would probably approach it with the problem. Somebody said, what do you do for a living? We know most people look for ways to make money without having to get another job, right? Yeah. Well, I teach people how to make money using that special four-step system without having to get another job. That's what I do for a living. Oh, really? What's that? Because I don't make money without getting another job. People ask me, that's a recruiting, that's a door opener. I lead with the problems. Ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to talk more about sales. But once you understand how to help people realize they got a problem, we're doing non-tangible, touchable products, y'all. And for the most part, the only time they need it is when there's a major issue. And most people are not dreaming and hoping that they get sick or that they die. It's not like I'm waking up wanting a Bugatti, right? I'm waking up wanting a new house, like a realtor, right? Nobody wakes up and says, I want to die. I want to be sick and get cancer. But it happens every day. So we got to really become smooth salespeople by helping people realize they got a problem that they don't even know they have. So I'm way over, but we're going to teach more of that. But they don't got to like you personally, but they got to like the experience you give them. Are y'all with me? And they got to trust you. You know the product. And what I mean, not the features. You know the benefits that that product gives them. How does it help them with their solution, their family? And how do you know what they need? You got to ask the right questions, y'all. Do you got a family? Really? What do you do for a living? How long you been there? Right? Ooh, wow. And we'll talk about more. So with that being said, get out of here, go. Hopefully y'all got something out of the extra bonus. Thank you, Tawana. And y'all, this ain't standard. We don't do bonus, but you asked, and I don't want to leave you this weekend not knowing a great answer about that.
Appreciate it, Money. Just had some clarification. Thank you.
Thank you,
Eric,
Coach.
you gonna shut down and we come back or what?
Yeah, let's shut down and come back on Experience Life. 5 days, we got one.
Frozen.
Eric just froze.
We only got 3 days left.
He's frozen.
Well, everybody have a great rest of your day.
All right, everyone.
Right.
That's how you find
See you in the next meeting, Eric.
Poor Eric.
See